Hi, everyone. So I thought today we would do a 5 by 3 picture using the big picture oracle system to see what kinds of energies we're not aware of, what we're not seeing in the energy or the environment around us to perhaps help us with our journeys forward if we're more aware of the things that we do not see. So we're starting with the bear, the eye, the sun, the dog, the clover, the man, the bird, the bouquet, the scythe, the child, the rider, the broken mirror, the fish, the tree, and the fox. So this is our 5 by 3 picture in the big picture oracle system, and we'll go through what everything means. I like to start each of these picture readings with the card that's right in the center. In this case, it's the bouquet card. And the bouquet represents our spiritual gifts. And I just saw 111 as I said that. So what this is really telling me is that you are a very spiritually gifted person. And I feel like if you're here and you're listening to these readings, then you're probably automatically a very spiritually gifted person anyway. But that's how I'm seeing you in this spread, is that you have a lot of gifts. These two corners are the bear and the fox, and the bear represents your power and very powerful feelings, powerful entities, powerful people. But in this case, what I'm feeling with this bear and the bouquet, because these two cards knight to each other. And if you're used to a Lenormand system or a big picture oracle system, you'll know the cards that knight to each other are connected. And so I do feel with this powerful and the spiritual gifts that this is really telling me that you are a very powerfully spiritually gifted person. But there's someone in your energy, and it's someone that you're already aware of, who's showing up as this fox. But this is someone you already know is in your energy, someone who is being a bit of a trickster, someone who you're not really certain you can trust. So there is a message definitely coming through, and we'll dig deeper into this as we go. But it does feel like you already know there's a person around you who is either irritating you in a spiritual level or an actual 3D level. You know that this person is not good for you, or you're getting nudges from your intuition that this person is not good for you because they're showing up as a fox. So if we look at the portrait just around the bouquet, we're seeing the eye and the tree. So this again is saying that you have an awareness of something in your environment that is not really good for you. But the tree here showing up it's kind of telling me that this person is affecting your well-being, but it's also telling me that your ancestors are protecting you during this time. So you're very aware that there's a person around you who's showing up as a very tricky energy, but you're also aware that your ancestors are here to help. And by tricky, what I mean is that it feels like they are really affecting your everyday to day life. They could be stressing you out a bit, because when we see the tree this close to you, then that's really telling me that your well-being, maybe your mental well-being, even your physical well-being could be affected by this person, whoever this is. But again, it's very clear that you're aware of that. This other combination of the bird with the scythe, this is a card, that combination is a combination of stress, because the birds can be just your everyday worries, but when it's combined with the scythe, it really means that those everyday worries have escalated into something bigger. So that's confirming what we already saw with this fox in the tree, that there's someone around you that's really stressing you out and could be affecting your mental and or physical well-being. So, but then we have the sun and the fish in this combination around you. And I love that the sun is above you, because what that tells me is that you're very enlightened to the situation. And that's the same thing that this eye is saying. The eye and the sun are saying that you very much understand what this situation is, and you have a very clear, and you're very clear about what it is. You see it very clearly. You see this fox person very clearly. You're not confused, in other words, but you do know that this person is stressing you out, which it feels like there needs to be something that's done about that. So if we go with this line of 5 right here, we see a man with the birds, with the bouquet, with the scythe, and a child. So what this is telling me, if we read this from past to present to future, whoever is stressing you out is showing up as a man. It doesn't necessarily have to be a man, but there is a woman card in this system, and I don't see the woman here. So for many of you, this will be a man that is stressing you out, or this man has stressors that are in turn stressing you out. But it doesn't have to be a man. Just take that for another person. Make it make sense for you and your situation. But I think because this man is stressed you out so much, that has opened your spiritual gifts. That's helped the sun to really enlighten, for the sun to really open up on your spiritual gifts so you can understand what those are. And then the scythe here is you cutting away from this person, leaving this person, or putting a strict boundary, or if not, just completely cutting them out of your life altogether. Because then I'm seeing the child, which is knighting to this sun and the fish. I'm seeing this child here as you starting something brand new. You going along, you're skipping along the coastline there because you've ran away from this. You've gotten away from this. You've started something new is what I'm really getting from that. And then also this child is knighting to the fish, which is surrounding you with the sun. And the fish is an abundance of something. So whatever this is for you, it feels like it's just this abundance of clarity, an abundance of optimism, an abundance of success, because that's what the sun represents. So I do feel, again, like this child skipping down the coastline here. It's that same feeling because we're seeing 2 coastlines and 2 suns. So it feels like you're really breaking free of something. The scythe can also be a card of breakthroughs. So it feels like you're really breaking free of something here in your energy that is stressing you out so that you can start something new. So what I do like here is that the clover is falling on top of this child card, which means this is going to be some kind of a lucky break. And often the combination of the scythe and the clover is also a lucky break. So it feels like something's going to happen in the near future here that's going to really be a break for you, and a lucky one at that, for you to get out of whatever this stressful situation is and to start something new. So there is, with this dog and the clover coming together in what you don't know, is it feels like there's a person who's going to be coming into your energy soon in the form of a friend, because the dog represents friends. This could also be, for some of you, the dog could represent customers, clients, siblings, but it can be peers. Make it make sense for you. But for example, if you're leaving a very stressful job, which this could very well be, you're headed towards something really great and something really lucky, a lucky break. And if that's the case, then this dog is going to represent your customers, your clientele, whatever it is you're starting to maybe start new on your own. You could start your own business, for example, and it looks like it's going to be very fruitful for you. If this is a relationship that you're leaving, if this is a partner that you have that is really stressing you out, then again, you have this breakthrough where there's a friend who's going to come in that's going to help you start something new. So if you feel like if you've been living with a partner for the last 10 years and you just need a place to crash, for example, because you're leaving this person and you've got to get your life back in order, this is the energy of a friend who's going to let you crash at their place for a couple of weeks until you can find a place to live. So these examples are totally random. They're not meant to be taken literally, but I'm just giving you an idea of what this energy represents, that you're going to have a very helpful person around you, but you don't see that yet. You don't know that yet. I think once you start releasing this other person, this other job, whatever this is, then it will start to, this person, this friend person will start to manifest, or these customers will start to manifest into your life. Also, with the bear falling in over the man, this could be a combination of a boss. So again, this could be a situation where it's a toxic boss, a toxic job, a job that stresses you out every day, but you're working towards starting your own business. So that theme is coming through again. So, but in the what you don't see is there's a person in your energy who I believe is the same fox person. And it feels like even though you're using your intuitive gifts to see this person more clearly. So, in other words, if you're having intuitive nudges about this person, you're not really following through on those nudges. And this rider and the broken mirror are saying that you're still not seeing this person clearly. You're still not seeing them for who they truly are. You know your intuition is saying, I probably need to get out of this situation. But this broken mirror and the rider are telling me that there's more of an urgency perhaps for you to get out of there. And I'm not saying that you're in danger. I'm not saying that at all. But it does feel like you're just not really seeing it clearly. You're still giving this person too much of the benefit of the doubt. Whoever this person is that's affecting you or keeping you up at night or whatever the case may be, stressing you out, it does feel like this person is, you're still giving them too much benefit of the doubt and that there is still a need. You're not seeing that you're not seeing it clearly. So I feel like that's what you don't see, that you have these intuitive nudges, you know you have to get out of there, but you're not really doing it. And I think that once you see this person for who they really are and the truth of the situation, that's when this lucky break is going to come in for you. So that's what I see. And the sun and the fish is great because whatever is coming in for you in the form of clients or peers or friends or a loyal friend, whatever that is, this lucky break, it's going to be a huge abundance for you because we're seeing the sun and the fish. So there you go. That is what you don't see. Listen to your intuition. Your intuition is trying to tell you that this person doesn't deserve that benefit of the doubt, and it's time to really move on. And that's when your big breaks will really start to come. So please let me know if this was resonant for you. Leave a comment for me about where you're watching from, and we will do this again sometime. Thanks, everybody. Bye.